Our next topic is line integrals. Line integral means it is single integration and integration along a curve. There are different types of curves. First one, it can be a straight line. It can be a parabola like this, upward, leftward, then rightward, downward, etc. Another example for a curve is a circle, then ellipse. These are all curves. Then curves without names, these are all curves. So these are all different examples for curves. We are going to integrate a function f of x, y, z along this curve. Okay. Let us consider integral over c f of x, y, z ds. We are going to evaluate a function f of x, y, z where x is a function x of t, y of t and z of t. They are the parameterized form and c is the curve then. And in the case of parametric curve r of t, where t varies from a less than or equal to t less than or equal to b. The limit of t is from a to b. In that case, integral over c can be written as integral over a to b f of x, y, z. Instead of x, we can write x of t, y of t, and z of t respectively. Then ds. Actually, s is the length of the curve or length of the arc. Instead of ds, we can write norm of r dash of t dt. That means a function of three variable is converted to a single variable. There is only single integration. Limit of t is from a to b. R of t will be given. Let us start with an example. Evaluate the line integral with respect to s along the curve c. Integral over c 3xyz ds where c is equal to, where the curve c is x equal to t, y equal to t square, z equal to 2 by 3 t cube. Limit of t is also given 0 to 1. Then this is actually integration with respect to ds. Evaluate the integral with respect to s. S is the length of the curve. Integral 3xyz. So we have to evaluate what is ds. What is ds? In this formula, we can identify ds as what is ds? ds is norm of r dash of t. Okay. So first we can evaluate what is ds. Before that, what is r of t from this result? We can write r of t is equal to x of ti, that is ti plus. Then y of tj, y is t square j. Z of tk, that is 2 by 3 t cube. Now we have to evaluate r dash of t. What is r dash of t? Derivative of this function t, derivative of t is I, 1. Then derivative of t square is 2t j. Derivative of 2 by 3 t cube, k is there. Its derivative is 2 by 3 into 3t square, that is 2 into 2 by 3 into 3 t square, that is 2t square k. We have to evaluate norm of r dash of t. What is norm of r dash of t? Norm of r dash of t is equal to square root of 1 square, that is 1 plus 2t the whole square, that is 4t square plus 2t square the whole square, that is 4t raised to 4. Then we know what is this? 1 plus a square plus 2ab plus b square 4. So we can write it as 1 plus 2t square the whole square, that is 1 plus 2 into 4t square plus 2t the whole square is 4t square and its square root. So what can we write? 1 plus 2t is norm of r dash of t. Now we can integrate this function. Integral over c f of not f of 3xyz. This is the question. Integral over c 3xyz ds is equal to integral over a to b. In this case, limit of t is given, that is 0 to 1. Then 3 into, what is x into y into z? X is t, y is t square, z is 2 by 3 t cube. So multiplying these 3 times x, y, z, we can write 3 into 2 by 3 into then t square t cube into t cube, t raised to 6 into norm of r dash of t. We got the result norm of r dash. Applying this result, instead of x, we can write y and z, t square, t cube respectively. Multiply these three terms together. We can write this as a function of t. Then norm of r dash of t, that is 1 plus 2t. Norm of r dash of t is 1 plus 2t. Then dt. We can cancel 3 and 3. That is equal to integral 0 to 1. Open the bracket. We can take 2 outside. 2 into integral 0 to 1. T raised to 6 plus 2 into t raised to 7 dt. That is equal to integral of this function is integral of t raised to 6 is 2 into t raised to 7 divided by 7 plus then 2 into t raised to 7. Integral of 2 into t raised to 7 is 2 into t raised to 8 divided by 8 within the limit 0 to 1. That is equal to 2 into 1 by 7 plus 2 into 1 by 7 plus 2 into 1 by 8. That is equal to okay, actually there is a correction. This is 1 plus 2t square the whole square. So there is 2t square is there. This is also 2t square. T square. So we can write t raised to 6 plus 2 into t raised to 8. T raised to 7 becomes 2 t raised to 8. So t raised to integral of t raised to 8 becomes t raised to 9 by 9. So if the limit can be written as substitution of upper limit, substitute x equal t equal to 1, it becomes 1 by 9. So 2 into 1 by 7 plus 2 by 9. 1 by 7 plus 2 by 9. Final answer will be 46 by 63. Then the second question is integral over c x square minus y square dx plus x dy. So what is the difference between first question and second question? In the previous question, integration was with respect to s. That means integral of 3xyz ds. We have to evaluate the integral using the given values. Now, in this case, integral over c x square minus y square dx plus x dy. We have to integrate this function with respect to x and y. For that, it is given that x equal to t raised to 2 by 3. We can substitute the corresponding values. X equal to t raised to 2 by 3 the whole square. Y is equal to t. Y square is t square. Now we have to identify what is dx and what is dy. So let us start with the answer. X equal to t raised to 2 by 3. So what is dx? Dx equal to derivative of t raised to 2 by 3, that is 2 by 3 into t raised to 2 by 3 plus 1. 2 by 3 plus 1 is, 2 by 3 minus 1, it is t raised to minus 1 by 3 dt. Then second function is y is equal to t. So what is dy? Dy is equal to derivative of t is dt itself. Now we can substitute in the given values in the corresponding places. Integral over c x square minus y square dx plus x dy is equal to integral over. The limit of t is given. It is given as minus 8 to plus 8 x square. X square is t raised to 2 by 3 the whole square. That is t raised to 4 by 3 minus y square is t square. Now what is dx? Dx is 2 by 3 into t raised to minus 1 by 3 dt plus x dy. What is x? X equal to t raised to 2 by 3 dy. Dy is dt. So what we got? The variables x, y are converted to a single variable t. That means we can evaluate the line integral with respect to t. And the limit of t is also given, t is from minus 8 to plus 8. Now integrate. First open the bracket, that is equal to integral minus 8 to plus 8. First term is 2 by 3 into t raised to 4 by 3 into t raised to minus 1 by 3. Add the powers, 4 minus 1, that is 3. 3 by 3, that is t raised to 3 by 3 is t itself, minus 2 t square and t raised to minus 1 by 3. 2 plus minus 1 by 3. 2 plus minus 1 by 3 is t raised to so 2 square. 2 minus 1 by 3, 6 minus 1, 5, that is t raised to 5 by 3. Then dt, we can take dt as a common term, plus next term is t raised to 2 by 3, then dt, and that is equal to integral minus 8 to 8. Now in order to integrate this function, we can check whether the integrand is an odd function or even function, because limit is from minus 8 to plus 8. Then we can identify what is t. T is an odd function. Why? Instead of t, if we substitute minus t, what we get? Minus t. That means f of minus x equal to minus of f of x. Then we can say that f of x is odd. If we substitute t equal to minus t, the function becomes minus t, the function becomes negative. So t is an odd function. Similarly, t raised to 5 by 3 also. That means t raised to 5 by 3 can be written as t raised to 1 by 3 the whole raised to 5. A negative number the whole raised to 5 becomes, or negative function the whole raised to 5 becomes, it will be a negative function again. So this function is also odd, t raised to a function the whole raised to 5. Then next term, t raised to 2 by 3. T raised to 2 by 3 can be written as, what is t raised to 2 by 3? That is t raised to 1 by 3 the whole square. So a variable with the even power becomes an even function. This function becomes even. Okay, so this is odd. Then first term, t is also odd. There are 2 odd terms and 1 even term. So what can we conclude? Minus 8 to 8, an odd function value. These terms, odd term is equal to no need to integrate this function. The answer becomes 0. Now what about integral minus 8 to plus 8, an even function? It can be written as 2 times integral 0 to 8 t raised to 2 by 3 dt. It is easy to integrate if the lower limit is equal to 0. Since it is an even function, we can split or we can rewrite the integral like this: 2 times 0 to 8 into an even function. Now integrate this function. Integrating, we can write it as 2 into t raised to 2 by 3. Integral of t raised to 2 by 3 is 2 into t raised to 2 by 3 plus 1. It becomes t raised to 5 by 3 divided by 5 by 3 within the limit 0 to 8. That is equal to 2 into 1 by 5 by 3 is 3 by 5, 8 raised to 5 by 3. This one can be written as 6 divided by 5 into 8 raised to 5 by 3. What is 8 raised to 1 by 3? 8 raised to 1 by 3 is 2. It is 2 raised to 5. What is 2 raised to 5? 2 raised to 5 is 32. So 6 by 5 into 32. So final answer is 192. 32 into 6, 192 divided by 5. Okay, we have discussed 2 different types of line integrals. First one, integration with respect to s. S means length of the curve. And second type, integration with respect to dx, dy and dz. Then, so based on these 2 explained problems, do question number 3 and 4 as homeworks and submit the answers in Google Classroom.